everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my June update for my Pan Those Eyeshadows Project Pan. Sorry this video is a little delayed. We have been traveling a bunch and I just have not had the opportunity to film, but I am filming today and I'm planning to edit this very fast and get this up for you as soon as possible. Today's update is an exciting one. I do have a new pan, which means I get to show you the pan that I've hit and we get to roll in a new eyeshadow to this project, which is always super fun. So just for a little understanding of what this project is, I randomly select 5 eyeshadows from my collection and I work on them until I hit 20 uses and I make a decision to roll them out, which I try to use sparingly, that little out, or I hit pan on them, which is usually what my goal is for all of these eyeshadows, or at least the majority of them. And then once I hit a pan, I roll that eyeshadow out, I randomly select a new one to roll in, and I work on that eyeshadow until I hit pan on it. So it's really fun, it's a super exciting project because of the randomized selection, and it's just something I really enjoy doing. So with all of that being said, I'm gonna go ahead now and walk you through my numbers because I do track everything in this project in a spreadsheet on my computer. So I'll let you know where we stand in terms of numbers. And then we will jump in to sharing about the eyeshadows, giving you an update on what they all look like, and then we'll select a new one. Okay, so let's talk through my numbers. They are a bit different than the last time we chatted, and that is because if you're watching my regular Project Pan series, I finished up an eyeshadow in that project. So my total eyeshadows went from 213 to 212, which is exciting. I've never finished a whole eyeshadow before. It was a single, so my single shadows are now at 14, and my eyeshadows across 11 different palettes are still at 198. That being said though, my pan number has stayed the same. Reason being was the eyeshadow that I finished, I had obviously had hit pan on. That was counting towards my number of pans. So when I finished it and took it out of this completely, I lost that pan as well. However, I did hit pan on a new eyeshadow, so my pans are remaining flat at 25. So my pan percentage has gone up the slightest amount because the total amount of eyeshadows in my collection has gone down by 1, but my pan percentages, or my pan number is sitting flat at 25 because I took out one that I had hit pan on because I finished it. My pan percentage is now 11.79% instead of 11.73%. So that's the only a little bit of a bummer of like, I finished a whole eyeshadow, but my pan percentage like barely went up when I hit this new pan because I lost the pan from the previous one. Maybe I'm overcomplicating it, but those are my numbers at the end of the day. That leaves me with 186 eligible eyeshadows to choose from. So let's go ahead and talk through the eyeshadows that are still in this project, and then we will select a new one. So jumping right in to my Morphe Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 palette, I've been working on this side of shadow right here called Diva, and I used this 3 times this month. I've honestly just continued to struggle with this eyeshadow and another one and getting significant uses on them throughout the month. They're just not what I gravitate towards. I say it every month that I want to use them more and then I don't really, but I'm still happy with 3 uses. I definitely am seeing more and more of a dip every month, so I'm just gonna keep using them slowly but surely and hopefully we will eventually hit pan on them, and if we don't, then at least I got a ton of uses out of a color that I probably would never have used. Same story with the shade from my Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 2 palette. It's this one right here called The Good Place, although what you will see in the close-up is I'm starting to have a very like thin, narrow crack dip in that. I think it's because I've been using it as an eyeliner. Maybe that's where I've been putting my brush. That being said, that is how I hit pan on this shade up here called I'm In It. Is the same way of like, it's like a very narrow little crack. So hopefully maybe I can do the same thing down there. I definitely am feeling like I'm seeing more progress on this one than I've had before. I used that one 3 times as well. So those 2 are definitely staying in. Still lots of work to do on those, but I mean, the progress continues to happen. So I can't can't be mad about it. And they definitely, I both think they both have enough to be rolled out. Like I've hit them both at least 20 times, but I am kind of determined to just keep using them until I hit pan, or get very close at least. Those two are staying in. The next one is my So Jaded ColourPop palette, and it is the shade Geodude, and I use this 7 times this month. This one definitely I'm using more than the other ones, but I feel like these shadows in this ColourPop palette are so tightly packed that it's actually very difficult to see progress on them. And so you'll see in the close-up that like it's obviously being used, but there's no obvious dip or anything really in this yet. And I'm honestly not sure when we'll get there, but it's a great crease shade. I'm wearing it today in my crease and I really enjoy it for that. So happy to have a crease shade in this project right now, especially because the eyeshadow that I finished was also a crease shade, and so that's obviously been rolled out and now I have something else to work on. So that's been really good for this project. And the next eyeshadow is this one right here. This is Makeup Geek Bitten, and I used this 8 times this month. So this one I've used the most. I rolled this in last month. This is another one that I'm wearing today. I was also super excited to roll this shadow into this project because it was just a total like single shadow, and those I feel like I don't roll them in very often to this project, so I was excited to roll this one in. It is an older one in my collection, so I'd be really excited to hit pan on it as well. There was already a little bit of a dip on this one when I rolled it in, and so I feel like it's going down a little bit more. So hopefully this is one that I can hit pan on sooner than later, but I'm excited in general just to have that one in this project, and also excited for 8 uses on it. Now with all of that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the eyeshadow that I did hit pan on this month, and that comes from my ABH Jackie Aina palette. It is this shade right here called Lituation. As you can actually see right now, I have hit pan on it. You can see the little sliver of pan up there, and I used that 5 times this month to reach that pan. I'm so excited that I have finally hit pan on this one. This has been one that I've been working pretty hard on since it rolled in to hit pan on it, because I had a feeling that this one would be a good one to hit pan on, which obviously it worked out. I loved wearing this in a variety of different ways. It was just an easy shade to work with. So happy that I hit pan on it. I had to use it 5 times this month to do so, and I used it 38 times total in this project to hit this pan. So super excited about that. Excited to have another pan in this palette. That brings the pan in this palette to 3. And I love this palette, so that makes me happy that, you know, you're actually seeing the love in here as well. And I believe all 3 of those shades that I have hit pan in this palette have been hit during project pans, like during pan those eyeshadows project pans. So excited about that as well. Now with all of that being said, we are ready to select the new eyeshadow to add to my quintet, which I'm super excited about. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring out my Pretty Random app and select the new one. $1.95. So $1.95 actually comes from my Il Makiage collab with Kathleen Lights. This is the Disco Fox eyeshadow palette. I don't know what shade it is. It's shade Dream On, but I'm honestly not sure which one that is. So let me look on the back. Dream On is this one. Oh, this purple up here. That's interesting because I have a purple in this project already. But this is the shade that we are rolling in, this purple right here. Okay, so I thought that I was wrong in saying that this shade is Dream On, but I went back and actually watched Kathleen's video where she swatches all the shades, and I was correct. That one is Dream On, and when I saw in that, she was like, you can apply it really lightly and it's this light pink, or you can really pack it on and it's this really cool purple blue shade. So it is a really cool shade. I am excited to have it in this project. And I'm excited in general to have this palette in this project because this palette has not been in this project. So that's exciting in itself. So that is the new shade that I'm adding. This is my new quintet. Super excited about all of that. I will say that I'm not actually going to end this video by doing a look with all of these colors, although I do think it probably would be really fun to do with all of them. The reason being is this video is already so late due to our vacation schedule, and I want to get it up for all of you. So stay tuned for next month. I will do a look with all the shades that are still left in this project, but I hope all of you enjoyed this update, just getting to see Lituation, which I've rolled out, and getting to see my new quintet, which is very bright. Very bright and fun, which I'm excited about. But yeah, I hope all of you enjoyed this video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye.